The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. And Bob, how's it going?
Going good. If I can get this frog out of my throat.
Get the frog out?
I'm trying my best. I'm getting ready for a championship Saturday. Getting excited. Georgia 3 wins away from a three-peat. So.
Isn't that great? Just 3 wins away.
Yeah. I can give you the Final Four. You don't even have to watch the games.
Okay, don't even watch the games. I won't even worry about it.
It's
Okay.
Georgia 1, Michigan 2, Oregon 3, FSU 4. That's how it's going to work out.
That's going to how to work out. You can take it to the bank. Bob has said it.
There you go. Don't even worry about watching the game. Get ready for the playoffs. How in the world are the Oregon Ducks a 9-point favorite? The Washington Huskies got to be shaking their head.
Washington beat them earlier.
They beat them earlier. I mean,
it's the same thing when Alabama beat Georgia in the SEC championship game a couple years ago. Came back to play them in the playoffs, and we were favorites in that. And that was just a few weeks later, not like the first part of the season.
Well, a lot of people think Michael Penix, the quarterback from Washington's got some kind of injury, so I think they're on the downward swing. But Oregon's Bo. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day. We know Bo Nix from his days at Auburn.
Right.
Did you ever think, knowing Bo Nix at Auburn, his name would ever be mentioned as a Heisman Trophy candidate?
No, not really.
I mean, he could never beat Georgia.
No.
It's terrible.
He's gotten into a system out there that fits his skills. And
Dan Lanning's taking him in. I mean, he's really flourished. But Oregon Ducks are, flying high. So most people think they're going to win that game and get in. So it'd be fun to watch. That game's tomorrow night. That's the only game tomorrow night. Other games are Saturday. So,
and what happened last year when Oregon played Georgia?
We killed them. Yeah, it was the first game of the season.
Yeah, first game of the season last year. Yeah,
I forgot how good Alabama's record is at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I think last time they lost was to the Gators back when Tebow was a quarterback. So,
wow.
I mean, they've won like.
You think that would be our home court,
Well, they said they call it Alabama East.
Well, it's not that far east.
Well, that's what they said yesterday. They said they've won like 9 in a row at that dome. So they feel pretty confident coming into Mercedes-Benz. But.
Well, both teams have got excellent coaches, excellent athletes. It's according who performs better, who coaches better, and who makes the least amount of mistakes and less penalties.
And who's
least
healthy.
Mistakes, turnovers, and less penalties, and that will be the team that wins.
I mean, we're pretty confident Bowers is playing. The question is McConkey going to be able to play? He wasn't even in uniform against Georgia Tech. They say he's got some kind of ankle injury that's bugging him. So I'd like to have him back on, because when they put Bowers and McConkey on that same side of the field, they both take off. Those poor defensive backs don't have a clue. They all go after Bowers, and McConkey's wide open every time. So I sure hope he can play, but. I guess that's a game time decision, what Kirby said yesterday.
Wrap him up, shoot him up, and let him play.
And I'm sure if he can stand the pain in that ankle, he'll probably be out there.
Yes, sir. Just shoot him up, wrap him up, and let him get out there and play.
But he's a big part of that offense. But should be some great games. So the spread. I mean, Michigan 23-point favorite over Iowa. Have you watched Iowa this year? That poor team, they're like the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I don't know how in the world they've made it in the playoffs. They can't score.
Heck of a coach.
They're not even predicted to score a touchdown.
I know they're not. Yeah, that's
not even 7 points.
Yeah, that's sad.
That is sad. So the team is playing for the championship and they can't even score. Hardly.
They got a great record. They're doing well.
I know.
He should be coach.
I don't know what they're doing.
He should be coach of the year if he can. I mean, his team's won 9 games and they can't score.
I know. I don't know how they won all those. And I've never seen a team that has not been predicted to score at least a touchdown in a game.
They've got over and under games. You can just bet the over and under. If you bet Iowa under all year, you're pretty rich right now.
Yeah, you're making some good money.
Because they can't score.
What's that on the field? That's Iowa's offense, I mean,
but this is a title game.
It's not like.
And there's a 23-point spread. I don't know if I've ever seen it in a title game.
Not a title game, no.
That'd be something if Iowa beat them, though.
Oh, that would be a miracle. Talking about a miracle on 34th Street. That'd be a miracle.
That'd be an early Christmas. TCU beat them. Remember last year, Michigan was supposed to roll over.
Oh, yeah, TCU beat them. I don't know how TCU beat them. I mean, we beat the turkey out of TCU. And TCU beat Michigan last year somehow.
I enjoyed watching that game last year. TCU. That was right before the Georgia-Ohio State game. So watching that game in a restaurant, it was fun to watch the TCU Horns Frogs beat Michigan. So maybe Michigan gets beat again. Who knows?
Who knows?
But Harbaugh's back on the sidelines for the first
Yeah,
time.
he gets to be back out there in this game.
So I don't think Iowa's chances are very good.
Yeah.
But FSU's got a tough one against Louisville.
Yeah, that will be.
And
And though Louisville lost this past week, they still a good team.
But it's going to be interesting to see what happens, if Georgia does lose to Alabama. Like I said, listen to
Most people don't think they're going to get in.
I know. I just can't believe. What are they drinking? What are they smoking? How can they not get in? How can you sit there as an NCAA
Because so
selection
many
committee?
other teams have one loss or no losses. That's why.
Name one better. Michigan.
I don't know of any better.
Is FSU better? No.
No, I don't think
Is
so.
Oregon better?
No, it's just
Is
because
Texas
they're
better?
conference
No.
champions or
I mean,
don't
Georgia's
have any
been the
losses.
number one team in the country for.
Well, so
Hopefully, it won't come to that. But
yeah,
you
we
just don't ever
control our
know.
own destiny. That's the thing about it.
That's
Is we
the
don't
good
have to
news.
worry about somebody
But-
else. We control our own destiny.
But like I said, Bama's coming. We better keep Milrose in that pocket. That's the key to this game. Because if you let him get out of containment and he takes off, and guys like a locomotive. And the guy can fly.
It's amazing
Big,
they had
strong kid.
quarterback controversy the first of the year because he looked so good.
I can promise you one thing: if it comes down to the end of the game, it's 4th and 31. They're not completing a pass.
We're not going to rush us too.
Kirby's coming after him.
I still can't believe
They still
that.
haven't explained that. I mean, Hugh Freeze is not. I mean, they haven't explained why they did what they did.
Yeah, well,
Remember the old story I told about Dooley? When we blitzed
Right.
Marino, and he came to that event on Jekyll Island. He said, "No, before y'all ask, we're not blitzing Marino on 3rd and 25.
no, we're keeping
saw,
more defensive
We
back.
saw what
We're
a
going to
blitz
rush
does.
more than two
Yeah.
people. I can tell you that.
But, but Hugh Freeze and Auburn still hasn't explained what they were thinking.
Well, they knew he couldn't run. They knew he couldn't run because it was too far to be able to run to get the touchdown to win the game. And they figured there were enough defensive backs back there that they could cover them. But the thing about it is, if you give a quarterback all day long back there and the receivers, somebody's going to get free. Somebody's going to get open. And this guy wasn't really open per se. It was just a great throw and a great catch. I mean, the defender was right on him.
He stood there forever. I don't know if Auburn fans will ever get over that one.
No, probably not.
That's crazy.
Hard to get over those things, Bob.
promise you.
We
On
still
Saturday.
talk about the Marino pass these days, and look at it was 82.
Oh, I'm just telling you, if it's 4th and 31 on Saturday, believe me, Kirby's bringing the house. Milrose ain't staying there for 17 seconds. I can promise you that. That's not happening. But it should be some great games. Championship, but Sunday night should be fun.
Yeah.
I know the committee. I know what they're hoping for. They're hoping for Georgia, Michigan, Washington, and FSU to win.
And make it a lot easier. Make it easy for
They
them.
don't have to do
They
anything.
don't have to do nothing. Just
But-
say, all right, all those undefeated teams and conference champions, you get in there.
But you can bet there's going to be some chaos this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Something's going to happen. You're going to go, how did that happen?
I don't know. Maybe they'll flip a coin on Sunday night or something.
Maybe it'll be Iowa knocking off Michigan. Let's go, Iowa. You're
Yeah.
23-point underdog.
What do they call? What's their nicknames?
The Hawkeyes.
Hawkeyes. Okay. All right. Go Iowa, huh? All right.
I was
Somebody.
listening to AM 1360 last night. They said the first time that coach played Michigan, they were a 25-point underdog, and they won the game.
Wow.
So it's been known to happen.
It may be Iowa's got their number or something. I mean, who would have thought TCU would have beat Michigan last year?
Right.
No
Nobody.
one.
Nobody. Right.
No one. I mean, they just beat Ohio State. They're big. They're physical. They had skilled players, and somehow they lost. But we'll see what happens. But somebody wants to know if the parade on Saturday in downtown Jesup, put on by the Chamber of Commerce, has been canceled.
Won't know till this afternoon. They're going to make that decision around 12 noon today and be
Around
here tomorrow.
12 noon today?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the story. That's the pressure.
That far in advance. Of course, they said they had to set up,
Right.
and people have to get ready. And
There's a lot to get it ready for. Set up
Yeah.
the stage, sound system. But that's the press release we got yesterday from the chamber that they would make
So
a
we'll
decision.
pass that
12 noon
along to
today.
our listeners. We'll know at 12 today. And then we're going to have Dina and the gang on the world-famous Butch and Bob show in the morning to give us the details on it, whether it's on or where it's off. And
And if it is postponed, again, the makeup date is December 16th.
yeah, the week after the
Week after the
Scriven
Scriven
Parade.
Parade, right.
Scriven's Parade is next week, and then it would be on the 16th. If it is canceled this weekend, we do have a 70% chance of showers on Saturday, 70% on Sunday.
Right. Looking at the forecast doesn't look good, but you never know.
You never know. I mean, today's Thursday. Things could change between
could
them. I mean, it
change.
could change in 12 hours, more or less. 2 days.
But that was the word. At 12 noon, they're going to make
12 noon
make a
today.
decision.
The powers to be are going to get around the conference table there at the Chamber of Commerce and make that informative and intelligent decision.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not making it. Yeah. You got all these people ready to march in the parade and so forth, but we've seen parades before when it's been raining, and we've seen them canceled before during the parade. But I've been seeing them canceled before. You don't want folks out there, and it's kind of hard to have electric lights out there when the rain's coming down.
You want to get a crowd too. I mean, the rain will definitely affect the crowd. So
yeah.
Yes. But tonight it all kicks off with the lighting of the tree and the open house. And
what time is that?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. They'll light the tree in downtown Jesup.
Well, they're going to light the tree after the singing. They got 3 choirs there.
Okay.
Perform, and I think that runs from 6 to 6:45 is what the press release says. And so around 6:45 they're going to light the tree. And
which makes sense. It's really dark then.
And don't forget the live nativity also starts tonight at the JC Fairgrounds. That's from 6 to 8 p.m. Altamont Baptist Church. 200 volunteers, John Benner said they had.
Isn't that amazing? 200 volunteers from the church get together and put on this live nativity put on by the Omaha Baptist Church at the JC Fairgrounds tonight.
And the pastor said
6 to 8, right?
Yeah, and the pastor says they start organizing that around July. So.
Yeah, you start getting it together right off the bat. You got to store all this stuff, come out with new stuff. There's going to be a camel out there again this year.
Yeah.
With the other animals.
Yeah, I think he said he had about
year.
20 animals at the event.
Yeah,
so.
a lot of animals are going to be there. So if you've been before, you'll know you want to go back. If you've never been before, go to the live nativity tonight and tomorrow, 6 to 8 at the JC Fairgrounds, put on by the Omaha Baptist Church. It's free.
It's a walkthrough event this year.
Yeah, it's a walkthrough. Just park like you would in the parade. In the fair, and just walk right in and walk around and go back to you walk in one gate, you go out another gate. And it's free. So you'll enjoy it, folks. It's always a good time. And cool enough tonight, they'll probably have a couple of those fire barrels going. Keep you a little warm there. They've had that in the past. I don't know if they'll do that tonight. But they'd have that.
Is it supposed to get as low tonight as it has the last two?
No. It's been. We had a low last night of about 29, 30s. Of course, out in the county, it's like 29. In town, it was 30, 31. Low tonight is going to be around 49. So not near as cold tonight as it has been. Got these clouds moving in. Clouds moving in means warmer temperatures. So this front's coming through, bringing those. It's going to be cloudy tomorrow. 50% chance of showers tomorrow night, and then 70% chance on Saturday and Sunday at this time.
Hey, dear, that about Saturday.
Yeah.
Hard to play golf in the rain.
Not impossible, Bob. I've done it before.
It's no fun.
Well, it seems to get more fun as you go through. Each hole goes by. You care less and less as you go through the 18 holes there. Well, we're on number 11. We're feeling pretty good. We're fine. A little rain in or hurting you. But now lightning, that's a whole different ballgame. If it's lightning, you better get your behind off that course because last thing you want to do is to go hide under a tree somewhere. I've done that before. We're not very smart.
Yeah, not a place to be.
Not a place to be under a big tree when it's lightning. Well, we're in the golf cart. It's got that plastic top and the rubber wheels. We'll be fine. Yeah. Sometimes intelligent decisions are not made on a golf course.
NFL football tonight, Cowboys in Seattle. So that's on that. I can't remember. It's too technical for me, but it's on one of those prime channels. You have to pay to see it. So, but it's the Cowboys tonight. Cowboys are having a good year. How about Aaron Rodgers says he's coming back? Most people said they're not. He's not going to be able to do it. It's too early.
I think it's too. You don't want to go. There's no reason to. The team's not going to make the playoffs. So no reason to go put yourself in harm's way there just to come back and say you're back. Just wait to the end of the season and come back next year. Wait until you're fully healed. And we do have a word from Dina Bennett right here. This is Dina. We've gone ahead and made a decision to postpone the parade. So it's not going to be at 12. They've already made a decision to postpone it. The Wayne County Chamber of Commerce Christmas parade that was to be held in downtown Jesup this Saturday has been postponed due to pending weather. Rescheduled date, as you just mentioned, is December 16th at 7 p.m. All entries will be contacted today with an update. And they'll be on in the Butch and Bob show in the morning with an update and to discuss upcoming events they have scheduled. So they have postponed the parade. No Jesup Wayne County Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade this Saturday night. It has been postponed to December 16th. Okay.
Appreciate her getting us information.
Yeah, appreciate that, Dina.
So
So they're going to have the parade coming up on the 16th. The Wayne County Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade postponed from this Saturday to December 16th. And then other upcoming events they're going to have going on. They'll discuss that in the morning. Says, you're welcome. I appreciate you guys. All right. We do our best.
So no conflict with the Georgia-Alabama game.
No, none at all.
There's a lot of guys out there, thank you.
Well, last year they had it on in the Chop House right there. I was right there at the stage right there. Right, yeah. Well, I was able to walk by it and see it, and then of course you could hear the cheers in there and that kind of stuff like that. But that was last year. It was on the Chop House because I was out there broadcasting the parade from the platform out there and had my equipment hooked up and was keeping an eye on it, make sure it was working correctly. But I was able to keep up with it there from the folks there at the Chop House. So
I don't have kids, but I just think about these guys that got kids, and it's 27-24, 3 minutes to go in the game, and honey, we going to the parade? What? We're doing what? There's 3 minutes to go. So,
well, you cut on the radio and you listen to it.
There you go.
You cut on the radio and listen to it.
Don't have to worry about it there.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be over by then. Like I said, Georgia should have this game at hand by. And, I feel good about it.
I'm glad you feel good about it.
I do. I think Kirby's got it rolling. I think Alabama's a little bit overrated. I said, as long as we keep Milrose in the pocket, make him throw the ball, I think we're in good shape.
Okay.
I just think Georgia, they're looking for that three-peat.
Yep. They're hungry for it. Hungry for that three-peat. Nobody's done it, in forever?
Back in the 40s, I think.
The 40s or somewhere. It's been forever since someone's done three years in a row.
No one's done it in the modern era. So.
No one. No. Not at all.
You, Carson Beck gets better and better every game. So I'll say roll dogs.
Roll dogs. Go dogs, not roll dogs. Go dogs.
I was just rubbing it in.
All righty. What else is going on, Bob? Anything else?
Well, congrats to Dakota Crow and Cole Prockington. Georgia Dugout Club named their players and coach of the year in Quad A in all the classifications. Congrats to the girl from Appling County, Presley Harrison. I don't know if you've ever seen this girl play, but this girl's a phenomenal pitcher. She's committed to University of Georgia. She won a Double-A Player of the Year. She's only a junior. She's coming back for a senior season next year. But also Jeff Davis is J.C. Underwood, named Player of the Year in Double-A. But Dakota Crow, a Quad A Player of the Year, Cole Prockington, Coach of the Year. And Dakota had a great season in 64 innings, 91 strikeouts, ERA of 3.06, and went 4-2 in the playoff run. Again, the girls finished in state runner-up at the plate. She batted 98 times, averaged 393, on-base percentage 459, slugging percentage 702, 33 hits, 8 doubles, 6 home runs, 34 runs batted in. Again, our congrats to Dakota Crow, named Quad A Player of the Year by the Georgia Dugout Club. Great honor.
Okay.
Just good to see.
That is a great honor.
It was a great season.
Well-deserving.
Yeah, it was a great year for the girls softball team. So,
yep, got all the way to the final game.
And as they say, you better get your sunglasses because the future is bright because most of those girls are coming back.
Okay.
A lot of young talent.
And there's a lot of young talent coming up, too. Softball teams are loaded.
I don't know how those teams did that new region fair in softball. Ware's normally pretty competitive. Of course, BC doesn't have a team, but I don't know about Warner Robins and
I don't know. Is that still set in stone now?
Yeah.
I didn't know if it changed.
I hate to say it, but it looks like we're stuck.
Man, we are going to be some tough competition there, aren't we? All those teams are always in the playoffs.
And long drives. The Perry and Warner Robins, those are 2.5-hour drives. So.
Well, at least you're not Richmond Hill, and you got to go travel to Valdosta, Moultrie, Tifton. That's where they got to go on the region they're in.
It just seems, GHSA would look at the map and say, can't.
I don't know if they do that. I mean,
I don't think they care.
I don't know what
they should get on those cheese wagons and make those trips.
Well, I'm sure many of them have.
And like
many
I said,
of them, they're coaches. Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. Football doesn't matter because you're going on Friday. You don't
right.
go to school
Football's not
Saturday.
It's the other ones.
But it's baseball and tennis and golf and track and
you come back
on
2
or 3
night.
o'clock. Yeah, 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Got to go to school. I mean, that's tough to do.
Yep, it is very tough. Very tough.
But it looks like that's going to be the region for the next 2 years.
Well, it's going to be very competitive in all sports and especially football. I mean, you're talking about Perry, Warner Robins, BC, Ware County. All those are usually in the top 10 in the playoffs every single year, including the last couple of years Wayne County.
And they're all former state champions.
Yep.
BC's about to win their third straight title in Quad A.
Best team money you can buy.
They whipped
allegedly.
They whipped up on North Oconee.
They did, didn't they? Wow.
I thought it was going to be a good ball
surprised.
game, but wasn't much of a game. So.
Yes, sir. Well, Bob, we're out of time. Anything else on your mind? Once again, let's say the parade has been canceled for Saturday night. The Wayne County Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade has been canceled due to weather and has been rescheduled for December 16th in downtown Jesup. All right, Bob, have a good day. All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO 105.5 FM has been brought to you by Connection Coffee and Creamery, Murphy Builder Supply, Oak Quinn and Associates, First Southern Bank, and Van's Barbecue.